so the plan is to do the JG tube, do the J part of the JG tube today, recover from that, and then hopefully it will work and we can get things introduced back into my system and settle down my stomach, and then I can start getting nutrition through that tube and medicine, and really start getting the symptoms under control and then go home. So that's the plan. We are going to be starting the IVIG treatments, infusions for that. I don't know if those are going to get approved while I'm in the hospital, and we might be able to do my first dose while we're here. I'm not sure yet. And then we're also going to be starting the CellCept, which I'm waiting for the pre-authorization for that from my doctor. So that's the plan for today, and we'll see what happens and update as the day goes by. So this is the part of the GJ tube. This is the G part of the tube that goes into the stomach. There's a hole, it's covered by the dressing. Obviously we haven't taken the dressing off yet because they're going to do that for the next surgery. And then the tube here, that's about the size. It did, when I first had it for about 24 hours, there was a drain attached to it, and the drain was just filled with really gross, like bloody stuff. So right now it's just closed off and protected by the dressing until we go into surgery in a little bit. Okay, something so weird that I noticed when I got here was part of my regimen for the hospital was, the fluids, sometimes potassium if my potassium was low, and Phenergan, which is for nausea, and Zofran, which is for nausea. So I'd get the Zofran every 4 hours and the Phenergan every 6 hours. But when I got here to Missouri Baptist, they don't do Phenergan by the IV. Like, they don't allow it. So, which was really bizarre to me. I've never heard of that. So you can take it by pill, which I can't do, or take it by suppository. So right now I'm just doing the Zofran and then the Toradol, which is like, it's not a narcotic, but it's like a little stronger than Tylenol. So I'm doing that by IV and then the Zofran by IV. And then we'll see. I just thought that was really strange. So it's like 10 o'clock now. So my next dose of Zofran is due now. And so she'll be bringing it. Okay, so it is 5:45 Friday. I had my J-tube fixed. The doctor did a great job. It's in there like it should be. I don't know why the other doctor at the university couldn't do it, but this one did. It doesn't hurt like it did. I mean, it is sore, but it's not like this thing hanging it in my body, like super sore and out of place like it was the other day. So it's fixed, it's in there. It did take a while, but he did do a really good job, and it's clean and perfect, and we will be able to start the tube feedings tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. A lot of people have came in here today. So we've had the cardiologist came in. I had an echo done. And then the general doctor came in. The GI doctor came in. Oh, excuse me. And then the allergen came in. The allergen and immunologist came in today. So quick updates. We're going to start the tube feedings tomorrow. We are going to start steroids, a high dose IV steroid tonight, and that's the plan. So let's see how they do. Let's see how the feedings go. I think we're going to be able to put a lot of my medicines through the tube tomorrow. It has 2 accesses, actually 3, one for the balloon, one for gastro, which is my stomach access, and one for the J part, which is like the duodenum, I think. It's like the small intestines part. So I will show that to you. But yeah, that's the plan. I did go on a little walk. I did not have the energy to do that, but I did it anyways because I know all the gas that they put in your belly can be super, super sore in your shoulders and in your chest, and I didn't want that to be the case. So I went ahead and walked. That's like all I can do right now. I've been sucking on some ice chips, letting them melt in my mouth because my throat has been extremely dry. So we'll see how the steroid goes when they start it tonight. I don't know if I'm going to have any side effects. I was told some people have side effects, some people don't. So we'll see how that goes. It's the JJ tube. the GJ tube. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what that is. It hasn't been flushed out since I've gotten it yet. Then you can see on this side balloon, which is the balloon that holds it in, the BAL, the duodenal, which is the small intestine, and the gastric, which goes to the stomach. So if we put it in the duodenal tube, it will bypass my stomach and won't make my stomach upset. Okay, it's Saturday, May 6th, and day 2 here at Missouri Baptist. So last night I slept pretty well. I did get woken up a couple times. One last night to get my steroid and Lovenox shot in my stomach. And then again to get some Toradol and nausea medicine around like 5 o'clock this morning. And then I fell asleep for a while. The nurse came in, did my vitals, did my morning meds, which were my steroids, and my nausea medicine again. And then the plan today is to start the feedings. I'm going to also take a shower, clean myself up, and so we're still waiting to hear back from the cardiologist, from the echo we did yesterday, and from the allergy/immunologist, and see what their plan is. They haven't put in the orders for the feedings yet. I did get the bottle of the supplement that goes through the feeding tube, and we're just waiting for the doctor to put it in that order to start that happening. So we'll see how that goes. Yesterday I did feel like I started to get an appetite. Something weird though, they have to take my blood sugar 4 times a day since I haven't been eating, and then they're going to start taking it when I do the feedings to see if my body can regulate those feedings. When they did my blood sugar this morning, it was 149, which is really weird because I haven't eaten anything, and the point when they have to start giving you insulin is 150. So I'm kind of curious about that, so I'm going to have to ask the doctor what's going on with that, because yes, diabetes runs my family. No, I've never had diabetes or even thought about having diabetes, so that's super strange. So I need to find out more information about that. I'm also going to get the bottle of supplement and see what's in this, like see what it's all about. It looks kind of weird, but I don't have to taste it. It's going right into my small intestines. And then I think we're also going to find out if we can crush my naltrexone and some of the other medicine and start putting it through the tube too, because that's the goal, is to start taking all that medicine. Okay, so they have the pump for the feeding tubes set up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the bottle of the feeding. It's 1,000 milligrams. Let's turn it around. It has a little knob thing that would connect to the tube, which would go to my feeding tube. It says high protein nutrition with fiber. I want to know what the ingredients are. So 1,500 calories per liter. Contains milk and soy ingredients, gluten-free, suitable for lactose intolerance, not for people with, okay, precautions used by date on the container, license feeding sets, single patient, hang product up to 48 hours after initial connection. So it doesn't really say like what's in it. Yeah, that's it. So it's like this like brown liquid. I don't know. So she just hooked it up for my first feed. It's in this middle one, which means it's going straight to my small intestine, not my stomach. So it's totally bypassing my stomach, so it won't make me sick. So it's going very, very slow. Let me see if I can see the pump. Okay, yes. So 20 milliliters per hour. It's trying to put the first milliliter in right now. And it's moving. First I was like, oh, hold on, it's not moving, but it's moving. It's just moving very slow. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll see how the first hour goes, see if I feel different. I have lost a lot of weight in the last 7 days, over 10 pounds. So hopefully these calories will help, steroids will help, and I'll start feeling better. Okay, so I took a shower. I feel okay, but now I'm gonna go on a walk. They did just change my dressing. So they changed my dressing, kind of taped up the tube so it wouldn't get kind of saggy and pull. And then I'm still waiting for the orders for the feeding, so we'll start that soon. And then right now I'm gonna force myself to go on a walk, come back, get my nausea medicine and my Toradol for the pain, and relax. So that's the plan. Now I'm gonna go on my walk. Beeping. It's been beeping for like 3 minutes now. I called the nurse. I would think it would beep like when it reached its limit, but it's like halfway through its limit. It's only 10 and I'm supposed to get 20. Finally, the beeping has stopped. I am starting to get a little bit bloated. My nausea is getting a little out of hand, so before it gets too crazy, we're going to go ahead and do the IM Finnegan, which is in the muscle shot Finnegan. They're sore, they hurt. That's the only way that they do Finnegan here at this hospital. They won't do it by IV. I've got to do it as a shot in the muscle, so she's getting it now, and I'm going to get that, and I will feel relief soon. Okay, so I was supposed to get the IM Finnegan, but apparently there's a nationwide shortage of the IV Finnegan and the IM Finnegan, so we have to go a different route. She wants to try IV Reglan. I've had Reglan in the past for my gastroparesis. It doesn't work, but I'm gonna try it for the nausea and we'll see what happens. And they called down a pharmacy. We're waiting for it to get up here, and I'll let you guys know if it works or not. I don't know. Okay, so the Reglan is in, and she also upped it 10 more milliliters per hour, so now we're to 30. Our goal today will be 50, so we have 20 more after this. She did check the residual in the tube to see if it was just kind of sitting there or if it was digesting and moving through. A very little came out, which means that it's moving through, which is good, which means our belly is working. Why am I eating my hair? Which means the belly is working like it's supposed to. Yes, 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 yes. So let's get to that 50. Let's feel good. Let's get this Reglan working, and so I don't feel nauseous, and hopefully I don't get too bloated and look like I have a formula belly going on here. All right, see you later. Okay, so it's end of the day of day 2 here at Missouri Baptist. I started the feedings today. I had some up and downs with my blood glucose level. So this morning it was 149, like 1 point off needing the insulin. Around noon it was 110. But then when we did it at 6 o'clock, it was 260. So I had to get a shot of insulin in my arm. The immunologist came in and said that he was. So the immunologist came in and was telling me that with the blood glucose can go up with steroids, but when they tested my urine, there's glucose in my urine too, and steroids wouldn't make that happen. So we're going to be watching it closely and seeing what happens, and hopefully it's just kind of a fluke thing. Maybe it's the steroids, maybe it's because, you know, we started the feedings. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty full. We've kind of been going really slow on the feedings because, you know, it is the first thing I've put in my stomach in like 2 weeks. So I've been getting very full very quickly. We're doing like an ounce an hour. We just put it up to 40 milliliters. Our goal is 50. And yeah, and I'm feeling pretty tired. As you can see, like I'm pretty flushed. And yeah, so I just need to get some rest and energize up. Tomorrow's Sunday. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if we're going to advance some of my medicines. But really, the big day is going to be Monday. So that'll be the 4th day in here. My lead doctor will be in. Everybody will be in. Hopefully some of my blood work that they've sent off to Mayo will be back. So we'll get a lot of answers. But yeah, it's a pretty good day. The sun is setting. It looks super pretty on the buildings out there. And yeah, it's like 7:30. I'm ready to get some sleep. So it was an awesome day. Let's see what tomorrow holds, and let's see how close we're going to get to healing us up and getting my booty home where it belongs with Lavelli and Krista. So yeah, have a beautiful Saturday. This was awesome. Thanks. I don't want to forget to let you guys know if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. And I will mention the autoimmune that I have, so in case you do have them, you can look them up. And I will answer all your questions in the comments that you guys have. Please don't forget to follow, share, and like below, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a beautiful night. We'll see what happens tomorrow.